Hi, I'm Marissa, and today we'll be doing a bit of a full body stretch mobility. So we'll just need a mat or any surface that you're comfortable lying down on and a couple of blocks. Okay, so we're gonna start with like a little bit of a body roll to warm up. So we're gonna go down and then push our back up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna arch our back down and push up. Yep. So let's do 5 of those. So down, arch the back, push, round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're going to reverse it. So we're going to dive down with a hunched back and then push up, arched. Yep, so 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then coming down to the ground. So if you can, place your hands on the ground. If not, just have your hands up on your legs like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend down, bounce on our heels. Then we're going to come up, bounce on our toes, back to our heels, straight and up. So if you've got your hands on your legs, when you come down, then just put your hands on the ground. Bounce heels, toes, heels, up, and stand. So let's just do 3 of those. So down, heels, toes, heels, up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to do some arm circles. So starting with bent arms, we're going to put our body into it. Yeah. So as your arms go back, your chest goes forward. As your arms come forward, your chest goes back. So we're just going to do 3 circles each way, and I want you to concentrate on, like, when you bring your arms back, I want you to feel like you're squeezing your elbows together. Squeeze the elbows together. So it should be like tension between your shoulder blades here. Okay, so 3 backwards. And then forwards. All right, and now we're going to do straight arms. Same thing. I want you to concentrate on squeezing your arms back towards each other when you bring them back. So squeeze the shoulder blades together and really activate all your muscles in your rotator cuff. So again, 3 circles backward, 3 circles forward. So backwards, squeeze. 1, 2, and 3. And the other way. Squeeze the arms together. 1, 2, and 3. And shake them out. Okay, next what we're going to do is, so have your feet like a little bit apart, and we're going to bend down so we've got a flat back. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our arms above our head, and we're gonna squeeze and try and lift them past our ears, yeah? So that's really like engaging your delts. And we're gonna do 10 of them, yep, just to warm up the shoulders a little bit. Okay, ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then link your arms together behind you and sink to the ground. Just hang here for a bit. All right, now I'm gonna get you to grab a block. And place it, so if you want more from the stretch, you can put it up this way, otherwise have it facing down sideways like this. And you're gonna put the block in between your shoulder blades like this. So it'll be just underneath your neck. So lying down on top of your block and hang your head off the side. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna stretch your arms out to the side and then just hang there. So again, if you want more, you can turn your block up this way. So you should feel a stretch throughout your pecs here when you've got your arms out to the side. Then we're going to take the arms up above the head. Don't forget to keep breathing. And relax and come out of it. All right. Now we're going to take our arm across our chest. Make sure you keep your shoulder down, so don't let it come all the way up here, yeah? And then we're gonna lift the arm up. You should feel it in a different place. Then we're gonna lift it all the way up next to your ear. Hold your arm back. So try to have it behind your head. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch our back. So here, and we're gonna touch, up, touch, up. So we're just gonna do 5 of those. So holding it up next to your ear, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And other arm, cross your chest, keep the shoulder down. And lifting the arm up. And next to your ear, touching for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now we're going to take our arms in front of us and we're going to cross one over the top of the other. Yeah, so the top arm is the arm that's going to go out to the side. So you're using your bottom arm to pull the top arm out. Yep. So this is my top arm. We're going to rotate out. Yep. So using your bottom arm to grab that hand. Make sure you've got your arm up at a 90-degree angle. Don't let it sink down. Keep it up. We're going to pull and rotate the arm out. So you should feel this one in your rotator cuff, so in the back near your shoulder blade. And just holding that. And other side. So now you're going to rotate the arm out the other way. Make sure you've got it up at a 90-degree angle. And letting go. Okay, and now I'm going to put our hand on one shoulder. We're going to tilt our head to the opposite side. And swap. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands on our collarbone area, sort of on our neck, and pull down on your skin. And then we're going to look up and keep your mouth closed. Yep. So jaw closed, looking up. This should be stretching all through the front of your neck. Okay, now we're going to have our hand, so same thing on the collarbone, opposite collarbone this time, and we're going to lean diagonally away from the hand. So your head will be sort of going back to the side. And the other side. And then hands behind your head. We're just going to weigh our head down. Now you should be stretching throughout the back of your neck. I'm just going to look to one armpit. And the other armpit. Okay, and 3 head circles each way. So make sure you go real slow and all the way. Yeah, really get a nice neck stretch. And the other way. Okay. All right, now we're gonna get on our hands and knees, and I'm gonna get you to push forward just gently so your wrists are getting a nice stretch through here. Your forearms and wrists. So don't go too far. We're just warming up the wrists now. And go in some circles. And the other way. Just getting the wrist loaded a little bit. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to push over our wrists. So I'm more than 90 degrees. So when you're loading on your wrists, you want your weight to be as much over the wrist as possible. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go even further over. Yeah? So we're gonna go further over the wrist, and then we're gonna squeeze through our fingers, grab the floor, and push back. Yeah? So this is just warming up our forearms a little bit. So forward and squeeze, push back. Getting used to that extension. So let's do 5 of those. Forward, squeeze, back to 90. Forward, squeeze, back to 90 degrees. And 3, 4, and 5. All right. And what we're going to do next is we're going to push up onto our knuckles, then push up onto our fingertips. Yep, so down onto the knuckles and back down. So you want to try and keep as much weight on your wrist as possible, but if you're finding it really difficult, you can take some of your weight into your knees, and it'll make it easier. Yeah. Okay, so let's just do 3 of those. So pushing up, fingers, down, hands. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to turn our hands the other way. And just put your weight through them a little bit. Turn your hands to face you and put your weight through them a little bit. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to push up onto our knuckles, push up onto our fingertips. This one's a lot harder, so you might want to take more weight onto your knees for this one. We're just going to go for 3 again. So knuckles, fingers, knuckles, down. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, you're going to put your fists together, fists on the ground together, and so squeezing your fists, don't let them come out. We're going to straighten the arms. So keep holding your fists tight. Take the arms out a little bit and straighten again. As much as you can, they don't have to go all the way straight. Down and even more out. And down. Just shake out your wrists. If they're feeling a bit sore, you can just press on them like this, and I find that helps. Or even just some circles. All right. Gonna lie down on our back and start moving our spine a little bit. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna imagine we're rolling off the ground, yeah? So, we're gonna roll, take our lower back off the ground, squeeze, Roll, keep rolling up. And you're trying to take one vertebrae off the ground at a time until you get to the highest glute bridge you can do, pushing your hips all the way up to the ceiling. And then we're going to roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. So really feel your spine in this one. And then rolling the hips back to the ground. So we're just going to do 3 of those. So rolling the hips up. Slowly rolling the back. All the way up and down. One. Up and down. 2. And up and down. 3. Okay, and rolling over onto your stomach into a Sphinx pose. So that's on your elbows, and we're going to pull the chest forward. So to do that, you're going to pull with your hands as if you're trying to pull your hands towards you, and then your chest is going to go out and forwards. So it's almost like you're picking your ribs up off the ground and then putting them forward, yeah? So just looking up in our little Sphinx. And down. Okay, we're gonna do 5 lifts. So just using the upper back, hands out to the side. We're just gonna lift up like that. Just using our upper back. So no need to go all the way up. Yeah. So we're gonna do 5 of them. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. And now we're going to push up just past our Sphinx. So we want to still keep our belly button on the ground, but you can straighten the arms. Looking up. And then back down to Sphinx. And back up. Push. And roll down to Sphinx. And one more, push up and roll down to Sphinx. Okay, we're gonna go up a tiny bit higher, and then, so don't go to your very end range of motion. We're just going slightly higher, and then when we're up, we're gonna squeeze through our back muscles and try and take our hands off as we lower down to the ground. So that's really working our glutes and our back muscles, yeah? All the erectors. So only go up as high as is comfortable. We're not doing a full out back stretch. So just pushing up as high as is comfortable and squeeze through your butt, squeeze through your lower back, and try and take the weight off your hands as you come down. So this eccentric movement is going to help you with your back strength. Yeah, and they'll make your back bends a lot stronger and more comfortable. So let's do 5 of those, pushing up. And squeeze all your muscles to lower back down. 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in these ones, you do want to go all the way to the ground. I'm just trying not to squeeze the microphone here for the sake of your ears. All right, and then we're going to push over into our, I forget what this is called, but into this position. Just roll out our backs around it. And walk your hands to one side. We're going to push through our hands and push our backs the opposite way. And you should feel it all throughout that oblique there. And walk the hands to the other side. Push and feel it through that oblique. All right, we're going to stand up now. So we're going to do some leg lifts, keeping the bottom leg straight. So I don't want to see any of these, yeah, because that just undermines the entire exercise, yeah? So the point of this exercise is to really strengthen through the stabilizing muscles in your hip. So to do that, you need to keep the knee locked straight the entire time, yeah? And so when you do that, you'll feel that your glutes are really turned on and working. So we're going to lift the leg up, forwards 3 times, up to the side 3 times, and then back 3 times, yeah? So they don't have to go super high, just as long as you're keeping your balance nice and slow and steady, and you've got that stabilizing leg strong, yeah? So let's go up to the front. 1, 2, 3, out to the side. Try not to take the leg down onto the floor in between. And then behind. 1, 2, 3. And the other side. So squeeze the leg straight. 1, 2, 3. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3. And then backwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to just open, I call this one open the gate. So bring the knee up forwards, open out to the side and down. Yeah, so just 3 on each side. So up, out, down. Remembering to keep the bottom leg stable and straight. 2 and 3. Other side. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, we're going to do some, so like mini one-legged squats. So we're going to start holding the leg forwards. We're going to do a mini squat. So it doesn't have to be very deep, just engaging the glute there. That's all I do. So up, holding the leg up, forwards. Doesn't have to be super high. Mini squat. Then we're going to go out to the side. Mini squat. Back. Mini squat. And then we're going to cross the leg over behind. And mini squat. Yeah, just waking up the glutes there. We'll just do 1, 2, and then we'll do that another time. Yep. So starting one leg up, forwards, side, back, and cross. And then other leg, forwards, side, backwards, and cross. Oh. And then one more set. Forwards, so other leg, side, backwards, and cross. It's hard to maintain your balance in this one, but try your best. And other leg, last one, forwards, side, backwards, and cross. Okay, now we're going to cross the leg over at the knee. So just above the knee and bend down towards the floor. Yep. So if you can, put your hands on the floor. If not, you can bend your knee while you're reaching down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lower down into a squat. So this should be stretching that butt cheek. Up. And if this isn't enough, what you can do is you can push your chest forward, and that'll give you more of a stretch throughout that butt. And just holding there. And then up. Switching sides. So, crossing over, bending down to the floor, and squat, pushing the chest out. And straighten. Slowly coming up. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to cross over again, pushing the knee up. I'm going to push the chest towards the knee. So it should be in that glute there. Nice stretch. And straighten the leg out. We're going to bend down towards the leg. So if you want more, you can push the knee down with your hand. And I'm going to take the leg in and bend it. So you want your knee over your ankle and your ankle over your knee. And we're going to bend forward and push our chest out towards the front. Imagine like we're pulling through our belly button to the ground. And again, you should feel it in that glute there, in the top leg. And other side. So, crossing the leg over the top, pushing the leg up, and chest forward. Straightening the leg out. I'm going to push on the knee down as we lean forward, but we're going to push our chest out, yeah, so we're not hunching over, pushing the chest forward. Then we're going to take the legs in, so ankle over knee and knee over ankle. Leaning forwards, pushing the belly button and chest to the floor. All right, opening the legs out into straddle. Doesn't have to be a super wide straddle, just nice and comfortable. And we're going to squeeze the legs into the ground and so we squeeze the knees into the ground and it's like we're pushing our butt off the ground, yeah? So I'm gonna have my arms up and it's like I'm trying to lift myself up by pushing through the ground with our feet and knees. So see how my butt comes slightly off the ground there? Just like that. So we're gonna do 10 of those, lifting up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to go over to one side, stretching the oblique. Try and keep both butt cheeks on the floor, so don't let your hip come up. Keep them both on the ground. And try to turn your chest up to the ceiling. Going to the other side. Turning your chest up to the ceiling. And up. Now we're going to go in a little bit of a sequence. So we're going to go over, forward. So take the arm from forwards to back. We're going to face the leg. Then we're going to sweep around the front to face the other leg, and then arm forward, and then up. So we're going to go 3, and then 3 the other direction. So over, forward, sweep, over, up. 1. 2. And 3. And over the other side. So over, forward, sweep, over, up. 1. 2. And 3. Okay, taking the legs in. So we're going to go into our down dog. So pushing through your shoulders, pushing through your heels. So keep your heels as much on the ground as you can. Try not to lift them up. So push your heels into the ground and push your chest towards your knees. So you should feel a really nice stretch all the way up the back of the leg there. And now we're going to walk the feet forward. So when I say forward, we're going to push our ankles all the way to the front. So no half-assed little walks, all the way to the front. And all the way down to touch the heel to the mat. Just walking the legs. And back to pushing the heels into the ground. And down. All right, one last one. We're just going to be sitting down and pointing our feet as hard as we can to the ground. So squeeze down, and we're going to do 2 sets of like waves with our toes. So point, so flex the ankles but keep the toes like scrunched. Flex, point the feet, but flex the toes and down. So see how like your toes are sort of doing like a little wave? So we're going to do 10 of those. So flex, flex everything, point the ankles, point the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give your feet a little bit of a break and just bend towards your legs. And what I want you to do is push your chest towards your feet again. Try not to hunch. So see how when I hunch, my back is all bent, and so I'm not really getting the stretch that I want? What we're going to do is we're going to push. So I'm going to rotate my hips so that my belly button touches first. Just resting there. And what we're going to do is we're going to reverse that toe motion. So we're going to flex our toes, flex our feet, scrunch and down. Yeah, so another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just bend down towards the legs again. Relax. And that's it. So thank you guys for following along. Hope your body feels nice and loose.